Be honest. If you owned shutter shades, a snapback you wore indoors, or posted a quote like, "smiling but dying inside" in 2012. This is an intervention. Today we're revisiting the year where we collectively lost the plot and thought this was cool. And before you judge, relax. I didn't just witness this era. I was in the trenches. Let's talk about scene hair. Why did we all agree that one eye didn't need vision? The bangs were doing parkour. The volume was only on top, business in the back, and emotional damage in the front. We were fighting our hair texture daily like it owed us money. Humidity would hit and suddenly it was over. Identity shaken. But at the time, you couldn't tell us nothing. Shutter shades, not sunglasses, not functional, just vibes. They blocked zero sunlight, but 100% common sense. Everyone owned a pair, and they only came out for one reason: the picture. You put them on, tilted your head, and suddenly thought you were a celebrity, then immediately took them off because you actually couldn't see. Ah yes, the swag era, a time when confidence was higher than skill. Snapbacks tilted for no reason, obey hats, fake gold chains that turned your neck green. Galaxy leggings had us in a chokehold, and every caption was like, "Stay mad, grinding, swag." Grinding where? Mad about what? But did it matter? Absolutely not. The EDM, electric dance music, and neon takeover. And then, music changed. In 2012, the drop entered the chat. Suddenly, songs didn't need lyrics anymore. They just needed to sound like a robot having an allergic reaction. Dubstep took over everything. Skrillex showed up with the side shave, and overnight, half the internet said, "Yeah, I want my hair to look like I lost a fight with a lawnmower." And the neon? Oh my God, the neon. We were walking highlighters. That movie, Project X, convinced an entire generation that every Friday night was about to turn into a cinematic disaster. In reality, it was 4 people in a basement, 1 Bluetooth speaker, and someone's mom upstairs telling you to keep it down. But for a brief moment, when the beat dropped, you felt unstoppable. We were fist pumping like rent was due. Why were mustaches everywhere? Phone cases, finger tattoos, necklaces. You could slap a mustache on a rock and we'd be like, "Wait, that's kind of fire." This was peak "I'm quirky" internet humor. We weren't funny, we were trying, and it somehow worked. The YA dystopia obsession. We also need to talk about the fact that in 2012, everyone thought they could survive the apocalypse because the Hunger Games had us delusional. Suddenly, every teenager believed I could absolutely survive a televised deathmatch. With what skills? A side-braid and vibes? Team PETA versus Team Gale debates were tearing friendships apart. Once Jennifer Lawrence wore that side braid, every girl became Katniss Everdeen overnight. You didn't just wear Galaxy leggings, you were training. Then came Divergent and The Fault in Our Stars. We all wanted to be deep. Everyone had an infinity symbol somewhere. Relax. If you didn't have a Mockingjay pin on your backpack, did you even have a personality? We weren't just dressing badly, we were preparing for the collapse of society. Makeup in 2012 was a choice. Eyeliner wings so sharp they could cut glass. Waterline darker than my future. Foundation that did not match anything. And the eyebrows? We were plucking like we hated ourselves. Our eyebrows said, "We're leaving," and now we're paying for it. Tumblr had us acting unwell. Black and white photos, sad quotes, cigarettes for aesthetic reasons. Everyone was broken, deep, and misunderstood. You could have a great day and still repost, "I'm smiling, but I'm not okay." Like, okay, go drink water. But it hit. Every single time. If your photo wasn't orange, what were you doing? Valencia on everything. Your food, your dog, the floor. Nothing escaped the filter. We were all photographers. None of us were good. Viral challenges and pre-TikTok. Before TikTok, we had planking. And I need you to understand, we thought this was revolutionary. People were laying face down on kitchen counters and railings. If you have a photo of yourself planking in public, that's not a memory. That's evidence. Then came the call me maybe era. Every sports team, every office, all lip syncing at once. This was also the year of Coney 2012, the first time the internet said, guys, we can solve a global issue in 30 minutes. No follow-up plan, just vibes and hashtags. 2012 was when we realized the internet had power, we just didn't know how to use it yet. In 2012, we weren't just dressing weird, we were eating weird. This was the year of the mason jar. If you didn't drink your lukewarm water out of a glass jar, meant for pickling beets, were you even living? We put salads in them. We put candles in them. We probably would have put our hopes and dreams in them if they'd fit. And the food, everything was a DIY project. Do it yourself. We were all obsessed with rainbow cake and slutty brownies, which were just brownies with Oreos inside, but we talked about them like they were Michelin star innovations. But the real MVP of 2012, the BlackBerry. This was the final year of the BlackBerry Bold versus the iPhone 4S war. Half of us were still furiously clicking away on physical keyboards, BBMing our friends under our desks like secret agents. The other half were getting their first touchscreens and accidentally posting blurry photos of their shoes to a brand new app called Instagram. We were caught between two worlds, the tactile, clicky past and the smooth glass, everyone is a photographer future. We had 1 foot in the trenches of the 2000s and 1 foot in the Valencia filtered abyss. The Mayan apocalypse. Let's address the elephant in the room. We were acting unhinged because we genuinely thought the world might end. December 21st, the Mayan calendar. Why do you think we said YOLO? You only live once. So much. It wasn't recklessness. It was prophecy. We watched the movie 2012 and said, yeah, seems legit. And then December 22nd rolled around. The sun came up and we all had to just continue living with the hair, the outfits, the Facebook memories. There was no apocalypse, just consequences. Here's the thing. The internet felt smaller then, messier, less polished. You weren't a brand. You were just a person with Wi-Fi and opinions. And honestly, that's why it slapped. Hashtags were unhinged. YOLO, swag, no filter with a filter. Blessed. Captions were paragraphs, song lyrics, inside jokes, emotional oversharing, minimalism, never heard of her. So yeah, we thought this was cool in 2012, and somehow it was. Comment below which trend you defended with your life, and if you still have an infinity symbol tattoo or galaxy leggings, tell us what it's like being a living legend. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you survived the 2010s. I'll see you in the next nostalgia trip.